Hey guys, this is James Duke McAvey. Let's Go IT with another project. Now we're building off of the previous projects, and in so doing, I may refer to things I think we've already covered. If I am trying to make these all stand alone, but please bear with me. We are going to use the Metasploitable 2 operating system again, which we know by our project that we did in map scanning with our Kali Linux operating system is very vulnerable. First, we need to spin up our Metasploitable 2 operating system, which I am currently doing in the top right. And we also need to spin up our Kali operating system. In Kali, we need to open our terminal. We also need to, before getting into the terminal, making sure that our network adapters are set to NAT. This is going to make them be on the same virtual network and isolated from external networks. We don't need anybody in the internet scanning and picking up that we are using a Metasploitable 2 operating system or just scanning for open ports, which is a real out in the wild thing malicious actors do every day. So, as we can see here, Metasploitable 2 is up and our login is spelled out for us right above our insert point of Metasploitable login, msfadmin, and our password is the same, msfadmin. So here we are. We got some welcome, there's absolutely no warranty, and I'm going to clear that. So, back to Kali, and in our previous projects, we learned how to find our IP addresses, how to find Metasploitable 2's IP address, so please refer to that if you are unaware how to. But essentially, we're taking Metasploitable 2, we recon, found Metasploitable 2's available IP address on our network, and found that there are exploitable ports, open ports. So what we want to do, if you don't have Metasploit on Kali yet, we want to sudo apt install Metasploit framework. Metasploit is spelled METASPLOIT -framework. Now I may get a message that I've already done this, because I certainly have. And there we go. It's already in the newest version. So, yours may need to download. Maybe you need to update your Kali before you do this project, and that can take a little bit of time. But if not, we are rolling through. So, we'll clear our workspace, and what we want to do now is open up Metasploit. And we can do that with sudo msf console. And the image that will pop up is different every time, so don't be shocked if yours is different. It's going to just roll through a set of text images, ASCII art, and here we have an ox pulling a wagon. Session 1 died of dysentery. Definitely Oregon Trail reference here. It's not a big deal. So we know our Metasploitable VM is vulnerable, and we know that it is running vulnerable open ports. It's running with open ports that are vulnerable. What we need to do is select tab, hold it, take it outside the VM window so it can be next to us operating in Kali. And if you are unaware how, from our previous project, we discovered how to recon the network. And I'm going to show you how to do that really quick. And we can do that by using nmap and SN for pro, or for pinging, and then we need to target our network that we are going to recon. We need the IP, at least the first two areas there, the first two octets, and then pressing enter. We should be searching our private network here, and we will get our we have 3 results, 3 IP address. So the first one, we only had 1 port open on that. From our last project we learned that. And our second one is Metasploitable 2. We had plenty of open ports there. Here our third result, 139, is our Kali Linux operating system that we are currently running inside. So we go 138 is our target. So let me open up that again so I can show you our open ports. So we know 138 is what our target is, thanks to our previous project. And if we go from nmap-s capitalized T, we can search for open TCP ports. And we can see we have an open 21 TCP port here. So as I said in the previous project, if you look at these ports and try to see if there are CVEs or vulnerability things in the past, and then you know the version of the operating system that you are scanning, or operating on the IP address, you can possibly come across the specific vulnerability for your port, something that's been developed out in the wild and released to help guard those whom study research security vulnerabilities. So we know FTP 21 TCP is an open port, open for any activity that we can conjure up with our Metasploit. Because we did OSINT to do that. Open source intelligence. So here we are, Metasploit is running. And what we want to do is search the vulnerability that we found. And we are going to target the open FTP port. And our vulnerability for that port is called VSFTPD. So we have 2 results that popped up right here. We have auxiliary DOS. We have exploit Unix. So we are going to go with our second option here, which is ranked excellent, and it was disclosed in 2011. So Linux is fairly old. So this vulnerability was available to those whom would conduct these kind of experiments ethically and unethically for a long time. So let me just clean up my glasses. Let's keep it rolling, and we want to use option 1, and we got to type use, and then we can spell out exploit-unix-ftp-vsftp, or we can just put 01. And we're telling Metasploit's program that we want to use the exploit 01 of our search results, and see it has completely typed out our oh man, you can't see, dang it, my big head's in the way. So as I was saying, we have 01 backdoor in our search results after we search the VSTP PD or whatever, and we had matching, and we had 1 and 2. So instead of typing out all of this and after use, I just put 01. So this is our next result. After it said, okay. So what we want to do next is set our target. So we're going to type SET, capitalize RHOST with our target IP address. And that's 19. That's our Metasploitable IP address. That is 192.168.159.138. And pressing enter will set it to that. And next we're going to just type exploit. Pressing enter, and it is going to give us some results here. The results are saying it has found the shell and it has opened the shell. Now we are inside Metasploitable 2 now. And I'm going to show you on Metasploitable 2 the files it has that can be taken advantage of on a whole nother system, Kali. With using Kali, we are still in. We're locked in to Metasploitable 2 on this Kali device. See this? So here we are, still in the shell. Now we're in our shell in another operating system. Think of this as like a whole nother computer. Okay, so we are in root in Kali. So we want to be in root in Metasploitable 2. So sudo su will get us to the login prompt of Metasploitable 2. The password is msfadmin. And here we are. We are in the home directory of msfadmin. If I do the ls command, we can see the file directory of vulnerable. We want to go to we want to navigate to home folder. So if you do cd backslash, we will be able to navigate into our home folder. I think we could have also done that a different way, but here we are. So cd home, and then ls to see what we have, to list out what we have in our home directory. And this is what we have: ftp mnsf admin server user. So we're going to go out of this, and we're going to use tilde to go to the home directory. We're going to list, and here we are at the desktop. I was trying to go here. So we do cd into desktop, and now this is my machine, right? This is your machine on the internet with an exposed FTP port. So if we navigate as we always do on our home operating systems, on the desktop, clicking icons and such, we will, execute those programs and use them. But this is Metasploitable 2, and we are going into our desktop area of that system. So cd in the desktop, and what we have here is one file. There's one file on this desktop called secret file, and Metasploitable 2 is, for the most part, your system for this example. We are in there still in our Kali Linux. So Kali Linux has established a connection inside this machine. So we can just put that to the side for a second. We are just with a few keystrokes inside of another device on the same network, of course, but this can be used out in the wild with other Metasploitable OSs, right? Or somebody running FTP with an open port, and it's not if it is a version of that operating system that's never been patched. There are scanners out in the wild that look for that stuff. So here we are with our open commands shell. We're going to type, who am I? Oop, we're going to click it. Who am I? We are root. So first we're trying to get a lay of the land. So we're going to list what we can see. And what we can see is exactly the same things we could see in the Metasploitable 2. So we're going to do cd tilde list, and then right underneath the cd tilde is our new results. So we can see desktop. So if I cd into desktop, we can list what's on the desktop now. So list, and there it is, our secret file. So if we type the command cat secret file, we're going to be able to read what the secret file is. Now, in the real world, like I said, if there's a version, there's an operating system being used and it's a version that doesn't have this patched, it can very well be taken advantage of with Metasploit. Metasploit is used to do such things. It was developed to do such things. So I just catted the secret file .text. It reads, "This is a secret file. Do not share or hackers will get in. The FTP port is open." So we would want to close the FTP port, and this vulnerability would not be able to be conducted. Not to say that completely shuts off your ability to be hacked, as we just hacked into Metasploitable 2. But it is a great concept to learn. It's a great hands-on project, and I am glad that you're still here with me. But we have completed the project. We completed the project as soon as we were root. So this has been Let's Go IT, and I hope this benefits those who it can the most. And consider joining the Patreon, where we share cybersecurity news, information, real stuff, real things that cybersecurity professionals care about. Whether that's what's going on with the FBI, who the hackers are that have been recently caught or on the run. That is something you could find in our Discord. You could also find a plethora of collected resources for your benefit. It is something I think Let's Go IT put together with the idea of harboring and nurturing all cybersecurity enthusiasts for whatever you want to specialize in. It's got a lot of information there. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, this has been fun, and I am looking forward to more projects with you. We are going to do some maybe advanced ones in the future. We'll see. I don't want to give out all the secret sauce, but this has been fun, and let's go IT, y'all.